Joy to the world, welcome back. I assume we're getting closer to Christmas or the holidays. Please. Please. It's the holidays or whatever. As long as you're having the happiest of times all year round, I do not give a single shit, although I do celebrate Christmas, despite I have no religious tendency in the slightest. But you know, I'm here for that glorious chubby bastard with the reddest of coats and the whitest of beards. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Try Not to Grin. Today, we are going to be delving deeper into our Discord. This is where we basically look at memes. I'm a glorified narrator, and you're the glorified power and gasoline in the engine and the steam beneath my sails that push this series forward. So greatly appreciate you, as well as anyone who's just cares to throw in any sort of weirdo meme in here. Appreciate you and love you to bits. Oh, my nose. The best snack against sponsor NASCAR, M&M's, Oreos, Cheez-Its, Reese's, Skittles, and Tide. I'm kind of partial to the Tide one. Just like the color, kind of weird, like hypnotic thing. Cheez-Its look terrible. Also, what a weird, like that, for a person like, I work in this field of like putting decals on cars, and this is like a wrap is what it's called. But that's a good bit of money. Well, I guess no, that makes sense. Yeah, depending on the wrap, it can vary from like, at least my experience, it's like 25 to 15, depending on how much you want to wrap. It's like 1,000 to do a single wrap. So I guess that's a good investment, especially if it's being seen over and over again. Yeah, also advertising is weird. It seems like companies just put so much money into advertising that doesn't make sense, you know? Yeah. It's like, let's put some fucking some candy on a car, because that's the demographic that's buying candy, sure, I guess. Nah, best snack was rubber bands when I was younger. And yes, I chewed on them long ago. Best snack. I'll be honest, guys, you may make fun of me. I'm a Kinder guy, honestly. As a 22-year-old person, still think Kinder is the best chocolate. I will fight you. Come on. Come on. Also, I was not really a snack person. I mean, Twix are pretty good, but I'm like if you made a cookie, like a homemade cookie or like pumpkin pie, that's where I'm at. I'm much more in that family. Pastries and all that. Imagine if America switched from pounds to kilograms overnight. There would be mass confusion. Are you looking at me? Are you looking at, because I'm Canadian? I don't even know what metric we have. Also, y'all are insane. Because like I said, I don't even know what metric we have. I just figure it out. It takes 2 seconds to Google, and you're like, all right, that's what that is. Got it. It's not. People need to exercise to burn off to excess stress and unnecessary emotion. Let me tell you. If you exercise like a lot, maybe even too much, you come to the realization of like, oh, this is Zen. This is what they mean by inner peace and serenity. Nice. Because you don't have any energy to care. Okay. When she tells you she made a pillow fort and put Lord of the Rings on, or put on Lord of the Rings. Damn it, dyslexia. You son of a bitch. I'm in. Pillow fort. Damn it, it's back. It's back. Listen, you need to fuck off. I hate that shit. Whenever I see an editing, it drives me nuts. Just look at this one stupid out of frame kind of hair. Anyways, listen, your girl's making Lord of the Ring forts. This is cute in theory. Maybe something happening up top side of the brain. Like if she were to invite you into this craziness whilst building craziness, then you're crazy together. The fact that she's just like, by the way, I'm a psychopath, come hang out, is a rather terrifying prospect, if I don't say so myself. But anyways, what is this? Damage the wizard can deal. Damage the wizard can take. Okay, this is a D&D thing. Yeah, the wizards are always notoriously glass cannons. How do you ask out a D&D player ask them for a D8. I feel like this is like a sex thing. Or it's like anything with D in it. When you talk, yeah, it's just something else. It's like a cat. It's like a thing. Flirting with an NPC is indirectly flirting with the DM. Change my mind. Notoriously, DMs, at least in my experience, have been males with far too great of imaginations, but also weird passions with things. Ignoring character backstory to focus on main plot? It's gross. Use player backstory to emotionally blackmail them into completing main objectives. Yeah. I could see that being like, well, by the way, McAsshole, you need to do this, this, and this. When a player wants to start dungeon mastering, I am no longer baby. I want power. Okay, gloss gender. Weird, but I'm right. A new person has entered the battle. No, not new, just been a while. Death Jockey, good to see you. I wish I could, maybe I just seen you on the streams, I'm not sure. I wish I could sleep, but my stupid ADHD kicks in, and well, basically, 1 sheep, 2 sheep, cow, turtle, duck, old MacDonald had a farm, hey, Macarena. I mean, I don't know, is this ADHD? Because this happens to me a lot, and I was never tested, because I don't want to be tested. I don't want them to tell me that, like, hey, you need to start taking shit. So yeah. Although Adderall I hear is fantastic. Anyways, I still would never take it, I'm just saying. Anyways, I have the problem when I'm sleeping, I sit down and I try to like clear all thoughts. There'll be like nothing and they'll be void, and I'll do every step I can possibly to get into like the realm of boredom. I'll put on a movie that I've seen 1,000 times. I'll listen to some music that I've also heard 1,000 times. The same music, like playlist that I've heard 1,000 times. And I'm sitting there listening to the same song, and it's almost like, it's like you need boredom, but not too much boredom. Because if you have too much boredom, then this shit happens. This shit kicks in. Like if you're just in like blackness, that's one of the reasons why I can't sleep without anything on, because my brain will just I'll get headaches because I'll start thinking about too many things. I don't do this where it's just like some sort of weird sequitur. I just have like this world and like characters that I've created in my head that are like goofy fun times. Man, if I ever became schizophrenic, I'd have the fucking greatest time. I don't want this to happen at all. That was a dark joke, but just anyways, yeah, my brain just gets taken away to like thinking, oh, that would be cool in this instance. Also, I play video games and watch anime, so I'm just constantly feeding like the embers of cool ideas. So I'm just like, oh, that would be dope if this happened. And anyways, enough about me. Who cares? Anyways, this summarizes my love life. I'm the guy in the blue. I mean, let's not shit on the guy in the blue. You know, this is some shit that I think is kind of stupid. I'm not a big fan of this. Okay, now I've talked about it in the past, but actually I'm one of those people that genuinely get like heartwarmed whenever I see some shit like 2 old people in the park who are like this old ass grandpa and this old ass woman, and the grandpa has his arm around the old woman and they're clearly a couple and shit like that. Or like I don't know, a dude comes home from work busting his ass and his partner made like a cake with a beer beside it because that fits him. Like that's all that shit that I'm like, yeah, good for you, love and hope in the world, good stuff. This shit always makes me feel just like, why? Where it's like, why do I need to see this? Like, why do you need to shout at the world that you're so in love? Like, you know, it's like I feel like you're not in love and you're just compensating. You know what I mean? Like compensating in a love way. Why do you need to fucking hold your lady above your arms while trying, you know how fucking awful that kiss must be? You're holding her up, you want to exhale heavily because this is exhausting, and you're like trying to get oxygen, and you're crushing her stomach right now, and she's trying to, it's a whole thing. That guy on the beach is just like, I'm taking it in, baby. Who knows? Maybe he goes home and fucking slays. Okay? You know nothing about this guy in the blue. How dare you? I feel attacked. Oh, I gotta cool down. I'm getting real warm. Ooh. Ooh. This could be us, but I'm the guy in the blue. Again. This guy, maybe he's the same as my thought process, which is, you know what? I'll tell you, if your partner ever came up to you and like, I don't feel loved, then you gotta fix that right there. But you don't gotta be like, oh, you're like fucking like some weird. If you guys have ever seen an octopus like find its prey, it'll like completely engulf it in its limbs and then just like hold it there for a bit. Gross. Knock it off. Chill out. Go have sex and figure it out and then be normal. Okay? Anyway. I'm not jaded and annoyed. How dare you? The relationships between me and spiders in my room. I thought I would kill you, but it became troublesome. Live as you like, but do it where I can see. Fair enough. Well, I'm in the opposite. Wait, did you say? Yeah, do it where I can see. Oh wait, no, I'm not reading that right. You do it where I can't. Good. I was about to say, I'm like, I'm the other boat. I don't want to see it. You can live, but just hide. Like, go into the deepest corner of my room. I will not look there. Have a wonderful life, but don't come at me. Like when you're crawling right beside me, or when I'm like, I did this one time where I have this blanket by my feet because my feet get cold, but my chest always stays warm. It's a weird thing. Anyway, so the blanket ends up like rolling to the ground, right? And what do you call it? I remember this one time I was about to pick it up and then I just felt like something was bad in the world. I was just like, no, I shouldn't pull up the blanket because I was cold in my legs. And I was like, and I turned and I looked, and on the side of my blanket, freak moment, there was this fucking giant spider on there, and I was just like, you must die in crimson flames right now. I was so mad because I was like, I was gonna put it on my legs, and if I did it, it would be right on me, like right on my thigh, and it would just crawl up my fucking face or some shit, and I just killed it. I killed it with zero empathy in my heart. Yeah. Also, this was one of those shows that I wanted to go back and watch because I hear great things, mostly from women, but anyways, about this anime. But I got pretty into it. I got past episode 13, but then they start hinting at what happened to the main character, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm okay, dude. That's my line. I don't want to see that. That's like too much, you know. And I've watched like Goblin Slayer, so it's like different barometers for different people. But you don't mess with kid shit. You know, that's yeah, innocence, purity, kindness. Innocence of a child and all that stuff. No, don't fuck with this. leave that alone, please. Then again, a lot of you guys say a lot about the whole weird horror orphanage show, that it's something like children, I don't know. Anyways, when I realize I'm attached to someone, well, this is going to hurt like a motherfucker. When I realize I'm attached to someone, why? Why? This is the shit that I always wonder in the back of my head if it's like worse or better. And the idea of is like, if you, oftentimes, at least in my experience, having seen like relationships and stuff like that, this is somewhat worse. Self-doubt and self-worth can be the things that like completely destroy a relationship fast as ever. Because like this is the thought process of like, maybe you really like is a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever you have at the given moment. So then you get so in your head about the doubt of when they'll leave you, or when they'll find this one thing that they hate about you that you hate so much about yourself or something like that. And you focus so much on that, and that fear builds, rather than focusing on what you can do, which is try to be the best partner you can for that person, trying to be there for them, trying to do all that, so you put away all the negative just so that you can keep being a positive towards them. And yes, things still may fall apart and that other person may take advantage, which is also why you need to be a smart person about manipulation and stuff like that, and being able to see those things from a mile away. But still, this is a weird premise. I know it's a joke. I'm just saying. In my past, I've seen stuff like that too, where that's a whole other thing. Yeah, just where well, it was kind of weird. Basically, there was this person that I knew who was really just incredibly nice, but had not a lot of self-esteem. And she had a significant other, and I always thought, oh, okay, well, you know, it's kind of a messed up thought process, but the idea is that, well, at the very least, you know that this person won't cheat because, you know, they see so much in you and not so much in themselves. But then, what do you call it? I also knew this other person who was really good about, he was never a friend, but he was an acquaintance, and he was really good about, like, just manipulation, I guess, in a kind of gross way, I guess. Yeah, I didn't know him too well, but yeah. Hey, regardless, that person the lady, in this instance, ended up cheating on this person. And later in life, I kind of was like, oh, I understand why. It's because it's so easy to tell someone the stuff that they already believe, and that's how manipulation works. And you could seed manipulation in lack of self-worth, you know? I could easily know what the dude told the person, you know, being like, oh, well, he's so much better than you, or I bet he's cheated on you and done all these horrible things. I bet you want to get back at him, like stuff like that. It's the worst kind of manipulation, but I think that's how you corrupt or just pivot someone who you'd never think would do something like that. You would validate their own wounds, I guess, which is terrible. But yeah, basically, I know a lot of people that are attracted to this way of thinking of like focusing on the how good your partner is and then how shitty you are, which just don't think about how shitty you are. Just think about how good your partner is and how you want to be more for them. Anyways, I know nothing. I just want to establish that. Just my thoughts, because yeah, it's a part of what this is, I guess. Oh, my nose is leaking. Oh. When you ask her what's wrong and she says, nothing. Or nothing, nothing, just no. But then she spends the rest of the day looking at you like, You know what this is? This is like the kind of shit where most strong, beautiful women have a tendency to realize sometimes that like, it's not fair for me to bite your head off for certain things, but I'm mad. So they keep the distance, but in the back of their head, they're hating you the whole time. Whether that be like they had a dream and you did some shit in it that ain't no good, and they're mad at you for the whole day, despite they have enough understanding of the world and emotion that they're like, but it was a dream, but I still hate you for this for a moment, okay? Or they be playing mind games or some shit. All the while, my advice, give them food, and this will bridge the gap to joyful happiness once again. Not flowers, food. Food. Me, when I wake up. What does this mean? This could mean a lot of things. Is this just like life? Or is this, it's gonna be real hard for me to use the washroom today, boys? Or this morning? I don't know, regardless. Regardless. What? When you hit it from the back and she moans, I got a quarter. Scam. Scam? I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I feel like a schmuck. But anyways. Me. Okay. I see wearing clogs. Wooden shoes. Alright, can't show that. Can't show that. That should be in the shit posting one, I believe. Mother of God. Life has many doors. Eddie boys. Ooh, Eddie is coming out of an asshole. Oh, did not want to see that in the morning. Mother of God. There we go. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. Relationship goals, very cute. I would also contest Lady and the Tramp, the original this. Until you find out they're like mother and son or something, or like, yeah, then that's just animals being supportive. Miniature donkeys escape out of the fence and are heading to town, and I'm pretty sure the damn cat orchestrated the entire plan. These donkeys look very strange. Also, how do you get a miniature donkey? Do you just not splice, but just like breed the smallest one possible, and then you realize that that's not good because you're like messing with bone structure and shit? Or is that fine? Is like breeding the runts of the litter to get a smaller dog fine, but the problem is the horrible incest shit that ruins the genetic table. I don't know, because that's also something that happens in dog breeding, which is a no bueno. Obviously. Obviously. Also, this can't be real. This is lies. I would explain if I could. They seen crows and they thought, well, if they... Yeah, I bet that's what it is, honestly. I could totally see a cat being like, this is where the crows come. If we scale the tree, we'll eat the crows. Those birds. Crow will fuck a cat up, I think. Maybe not. Depends. You can find some... Is it crows or hawks? No, I know a hawk's big. I thought that you could get like, oh no, a raven. That's what I'm thinking of. Ravens are fucking giant. They're like big ass crows and shit. Yeah, raven could fuck up a cat. A crow probably would get. I don't think a crow could get killed. Possibly, but I feel like it'd be a weird 50-50. Yeah. Me choosing female characters in every video game. You can't fight crime if you ain't cute. I always wondered this. I can't, maybe I'm just me, but I am always like wanting to be immersed. I want to be that character, and like, you know, that's why I play games, and that's why you do certain things, you know? I want to be like immersed into this world. Yes, I guess that does mean I don't have any interest in being a woman, unfortunately. It was way too annoying with that whole blood sacrifice once a month kind of thing. Yeah, no thank you. Extremely true. See, I think you can't fight crime if you don't like awesome. Not only is it cute, but awesome. It's fucking dope as shit. Like, it's like if you're playing a goddamn knight in a video game and you just wear this fucking hulking armor and you're like, "Rah!" And then you always have companions that can wear the more like, you know, ha-da-da kind of armor. It's great. When you first meet him, boom, bam, bam, boom. When you get to know him, Jesus. Which one is more endearing? Because I feel like they're both kind of endearing. One is horrifying, but if you always know that you can attain the other part, then it's good to go. Does that make any sense? It's like you want weird, or maybe that's just me. I want weird. I want weird and goofy and crazy to a touch. Touch of crazy, not too much. Not like chasing me with knives kind of crazy, but just like fucking why not kind of mental. But if you always know that they have the capacity to be sane at times as well, then that's great. Moving on. Moving on. When you're small and look innocent looking, okay, and no one takes you seriously, I'm just as tough and strong and mean, but they just don't believe me. They all treat me like a baby. I'll show them, and I'll prove that I can be hardcore. Sure, but you still, like, that's the thing. You can be hardcore as shit, but also be cute. Okay, so I think it's a weird thing. It's endearing, but still. Also, last one. Rent, food, bills, my paycheck. Rent, bill, views, my paycheck. Give me a hand, child. Christmas gifts. Bah! Die in a fire. That's why you gotta keep moving money to the side. Just keep saving, and then you're like, oh, it's all gone because Christmas. Good job having extended family. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm off to go make some Let It Die videos. Also, sure, even though this video is already long, longer than we mostly have. So recently, I bought this chair. It's ergonomic. I was very happy with it, and then it broke. Yep, just the pads on it fell off. Cheap ass plastic. Cost $200. But about a good price for a solid chair. Bit annoyed. Regardless, have to bite it in the bullet, but I had to make do. So I recently was saving money, and now I bought a chair from Costco, because your boy's just rolling in it. No, yeah, it's a Costco chair. Hopefully it's more durable than this fucking Best Buy nonsense. But I thought I'd show you guys what I had to do to make it work. And yeah. Well, the chair's cotton wires. Give me a minute. I just put so much duct tape all over it. And you know what? The job got done. Okay? The job got done. I want to show you guys the one I bought just now. Oh, it's heavy as shit. That's it. That's the one. Oh, geez Louise. If only you guys could see how big that is. It's like the size of me. Oh. Okay. Thank you. See you, bye. You know what's happening. Bye.